Welcome back, traders. Today we're picking up from where we left off on BTCUSDT, Bitcoin, right? I should have done a video yesterday, but literally time just didn't allow for that to happen. So it is what that is. You know, there's not really much I can say about that. But bottom line is we're doing a video today, right? So we're doing a video today. We're picking up from where we left off on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is doing a number of interesting things. Like the market is looking really interesting right now. As I'm sure all of you guys are aware from last week and this week, and apologize for the noise behind me. We've got one of those trucks that cleans the road. So that's just going off in the background there. Hopefully I can mute it off, but if it can't happen, then obviously you're just gonna have to accept this apology. But anyways, bottom line is Bitcoin is doing a number of interesting things. As I'm sure you guys can see, it's all correlating across all of the altcoins. So good things is happening in the crypto space right now. And now obviously, as always, you can always set your clock by it, right? As soon as things start to move, all of a sudden, all the guys that weren't interested before, all of a sudden, they're all not interested now. Oh, I wish I'd done it. Oh, I wish I was involved. Oh, I wish. And I'm like, you gotta stop being so indecisive. You know, you gotta stop being so indecisive. Trading cryptos comes with risk. If you're happy to assume on the risk, then by all means, why do people just wait when everything is mooning? That's when they want to jump in. And then you've got the guys that have faith in what it is that they're doing. They tap in nice and early, and they're the ones reaping the rewards. And they're the ones ultimately causing the FOMOs, because the guys are looking over saying, hey, how come this guy over here is winning? I need to get in so I can win too. But the reason why he was winning was because he took the time to do the work. He tapped in when nobody believed that anything could happen. And now that things have started to moon, now you're like, you want to jump in. I'm like, look, if it's for you, it's for you, right? If you keep making decisions like this, just stay out of the market entirely, right? Just stay out of it. It's not for you. So anyways, enough with that rant over and done with. Let's get on with the business of the day. So right now, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to switch over from the delta to the total, right? Because I want to know if anything has changed in regards to the low volume areas of the volume profile. So the first one that we're looking at is this one right here. Okay, and as we can see, nothing has changed in the region, and price is now moving away from it, which is fantastic. So what we're going to do now is we're going to extend this trend line over. Okay, and what we can see, if I put another trend line below, okay, what we can see, in all fairness, the trend line should look like how I've just drawn it, but just to keep everything symmetrical, we just keep it like this for now. All right, but it should be down here, because I believe the next pullback might come to this area right here, which will be around 112.094, right? That's what I think it could do that, but only time will tell. But the main thing is, the signals that we've been waiting for is kind of showing itself right here, okay? So we have a descending channel in regards to the BTC or Bitcoin, right? Price has closed above on 2 occasions, or I should say maybe 4 occasions. So if I zoom in a little bit tighter, hopefully this should make sense. Okay, so price has moved. So from the moment price blasted past this low volume node area right here, okay, it has visited it, or it has tapped into the low value node area a couple of times. So it's done it once. This was close, but we're not going to count that. 2, 3, and now finally 4. Okay, whilst it's in this descending channel right here. So in my opinion, price could come back to this location right here, where we're looking at 116.326. Okay, it could come to this region over here, and then it may blast off, because I personally do not think that this is the end of the bull run. I feel that BTC is going to continue to push up. And this is where the danger comes in, especially for new investors, right? Because in my opinion, and many people is going to disagree with this, right, is BTC at some point will need to crash, okay? It will have to come down, okay, right? Now, reason why it has to come down is for the next thing to come in, which is all of the regulations that governments want to impose on BTC and the crypto world as a whole. Now, for that to happen, the people have to demand it. And the only way the people are going to demand that is if they suffer loss, right? So, for example, if BTC does a super correction, okay, and let's say it drops from where it is, which is 117 right now, and it comes all the way back down to say 16K per coin, do you think governments aren't going to do anything about the fact that a whole bunch of people just lost a lot of money, right? They're going to want to do something about that. They're going to have something to say. So, in my opinion, as you are trading Bitcoin now that is now reaching new highs, this is where caution is supposed to be applied. I don't think you should be doing set it and forget it type of investment strategy. What I think you should do is, if you want to do set it and forget it type of strategy, you need to look at maybe other altcoins, right? Other altcoins that have a serious use case, things like XRP, XLM, possibly, I can't, besides XRP and XLM or Stellar, I can't really think of any off the top of the head right now. Those two, I think, have a really strong use case, right? There could be others that I've missed, but those are the two that I would say start from there and then research backwards and look for tokens that hold the same attributes or close attributes to XLM or XRP, right? Outside of that, it's great, but just make sure that you're careful when you're doing what it is that you're doing. So as it stands, in regards to my view for Bitcoin right now, okay, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I am bullish on Bitcoin. There is nothing in the analysis that I have done to indicate that I should take a bearish stance against Bitcoin. I'm super bullish on Bitcoin. I think it's going to keep pushing higher, and I think there is a high possibility that somewhere within the next 3 months, we might see Bitcoin at 140, right? I could be right, I may be wrong, but I believe at some point very soon, we're going to see Bitcoin at 140, which basically means for the rest of the altcoins, they're going to moon to. So possibly we might see XRP at $6, right? And XLM, I don't know where that is right now, but I'm expecting that to move also, right? So let's go into a lower time frame, a lower one, right? And let's see what we can do here, what we can see. So like I said, right now we have a bit of a consolidation going on at the top of Bitcoin right now, okay? Which I believe is possibly going to be something along the lines of it is going to correct itself. So this could be the move that Bitcoin does from where it is, and then it crashes down or it does a correction back into this zone right here. So just gonna put a little thingamajig on it. Let's change the color. Let's make this, what's purple? Let's make this yellow. So I think this is the zone that Bitcoin could come into. Just drag this a little bit lower. Let's make this about here. So it goes into the secondary tier of the volume profile levels that I've highlighted. And I think from this point over here, this is where Bitcoin is going to come in, like so. And then it's going to move away like so, where it's going to head to whatever new level it plans on going to, right? So with all of that said, folks, there isn't really much I can say right now besides the fact that if Bitcoin is going to crash, okay, if it's actually going to crash down, then this is the level that we want to keep an eye on to say if we get a close below this level, then we kind of want to be careful. So if you're on Binance, you could obviously switch yourself around and start selling BTC. If you're buying to hold, then you might want to make a decision, because from this level 110,933.92, you would have made decent profits depending on where you got in, right? But as it gets lower and it gets below the hundreds, this is where you might want to make a decision. And like I said, price is always attracted to point of control, and point of control right now is sitting at 63. So from 117 to 63, it's a big drop. It's a noticeable drop, right? So guys, once again, be careful out here in this space. Do I believe Bitcoin is going to go up? Absolutely. Do I believe a crash is coming? Absolutely. So with that said, there's money on the table, so make sure you get that money, but at the same time, make sure you're cautious as well, right? So with all of that said and done, if you find the content useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you turn on the notification, and you drop us a like, and I will see you all on the next one.